keep them in the middle of the room, and healers will have an easier time of being the farthest targets. Rune of Death were pretty decent for the most part. For spreading out. Make sure we're purging also the Rune of Shield off of Rune Master as well.
Every one of them, I got them.
Awesome. Person. And as far as positioning the bosses for the Rune of Power, if you having trouble like positioning them for melee, like kiting around the circle in like a parallel motion instead of like directly at it and away from it, much easier than doing that.
Okay.
Kite the bosses around the circle instead of like towards the circle.
Kind of like sideways.
Closer.
Those 3 flares are essentially where your healers are going to be standing. Maybe not in that area. They're going to just keep that distance away from the bosses and just go around the entire outer edge of the circle. So static always goes to you guys.
Make sure we have our cooldowns up for 2 minutes after the fight here. If your cooldowns are longer than 2 minutes, save it. If you have a cooldown and it's 2 minutes, you can pop it right at the beginning of the fight. If you don't pop it at the beginning of the fight, just save it for the last.
Alright, we're ready. Full timer?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will not defeat the Assembly of Iron so easily, invaders!
One of them still
Good.
in it.
Run.
First D-stack.
D-stack, yeah. Thank you very much.
Adjust the
Ooh,
blockers.
the boss. Ooh, the boss.
Get the boss over
boss.
here. Bring Brewmaster to the rune. Get
The
Steelbreaker
rune.
out.
Yeah, B-Res Madra. Okay.
Whoever has aggro needs to bring it.
I'll just wipe it in.
What's going on here?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Who heal?
Yeah, I'm not seeing the issue here. Doesn't ruin anything.
Madara, also Steelbreaker was standing in the Rune of Power. Buffs the boss when they do that. That's why you died. Well. Let's go ahead and wipe it up, stand in the Rune of Death.
So fragile and weak! Another insignificant loss.
Can't release, we didn't last.
Yeah, we don't lust until we're on the last boss.
Yep.
Yes,
Someone lost
correct.
too.
Careful, rising people.
Okay. So, Tato, just try to keep the bosses, closer to the Rune of Powers, especially the ones that we're on. And Steelbreaker should not be under the Rune of Powers at all. It can spawn under any boss, Madara, so if you're tanking Steelbreaker and the Rune of Power is under Steelbreaker, you need to move the boss.
He has to take the little ones.
You want to switch tanks?
He wants to switch to the little one, the little ads
Okay.
instead of the main.
That's fine.
that'll work.
You could death grip the little guy right to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
You not reach us
So-
here?
So Tato, if you're tanking Steelbreaker, then just always be looking out for those rune of powers. Not
There's a.
Like-
Sorry.
The
I gotta
boss is
closet
nice.
down.
boxes.